Now, the Inspector General of Police, Daniel Asante Apietu, was appointed in January 2017, making him the 28th person to hold that position and the 22nd Ghanaian. Mr. Asante Apietu succeeded Mr. John Kudalo in August 2017. Now, Mr. Asante Apietu was given a 2-year extension of his service as IGP. This followed a recommendation by the Ghana Police Service Council that he be granted that 2-year extension of service with effect from August 15, 2017. The extension of that service ends on the 14th of August 2019, according to a letter signed by President Akufo-Addo. However, per Article 199, Clause 4 of the 1992 Constitution, as amended by Section 6 of the 1992 Constitution, Act 527196, the President has the prerogative to extend the service of a public officer on reaching the retirement age of 60 years. And notwithstanding Clause 1 of this article, a public officer who has retired from the public service after attaining the age of 60 may, where the exigencies of the service require, be engaged for a limited period of not more than 2 years at a time, but not exceeding 5 years in all, and upon such other terms and conditions as the appointing authority shall determine. So could the IGP, David Asante Apietu, get another extension, or is he on his way out? Who are the likely candidates in line to succeed him? My colleague Kojo Yankson joins me in the studio with the list of senior police officers in line to take over from Mr. Asante Apietu. That is, if his job is not extended. Hello, Kojo.
Hello.
Interesting development
Yes.
we are likely to see in the coming months.
Yes, indeed.
Especially within the police service. You know how it goes. A lot of rumors, a lot of suggested politics. But what do we know as per the list of those who are likely to succeed?
Well, just before I go through the list, we do know that the current IGP is coming up for the retirement age. So the president might choose to exercise his prerogative and remove him, but he might not. So if he does not, then David Asante Apietu will remain IGP. And of course, we know a little bit about him. He was born in the same year of Ghana's independence. He's been a police officer for so many years. He's currently IGP. He's the 28th IGP of Ghana. Now, if the president decides to replace him, that's when things get interesting, because there is a list in order of seniority that I can share with you, the 10 people who would follow and the hierarchy in which they would follow. So next in line would be the Deputy IGP James Opon Bueno. He is, of course, retired as well. He's currently on contract. His contract ends in 2019, so he could find himself, August 2019, he could find himself suddenly in an acting role, but his continuing in that position is not very likely. COP Prosper Agbolo is the third in line, but he also retires next year. He's currently the Director General for Legal and Prosecution. The fourth in line, the COP, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, is one who has a lot of experience in Ghana Police. He's been a police officer for 29 years, and he's risen through the ranks very, very fast, becoming one of the youngest police officers to have attained the Commissioner of Police position. He is followed in seniority by Christian Tete Yehuno. He's one of the most decorated police officers in Ghana. He received a medal for his success in fighting the armed robbery menace in 2000. 2011. The Grand Medal is what he received. And then beyond him, there are many others who follow in quick succession. COP Kofi Boakye would be 6th in line. He's currently Director General of Research and Planning. 7th in line would be COP Beatrice Zakpa Vib Zanziri, who is retiring this year as well, Director General of PIPS. COP Kuriba Yagi would be 8th in line, Director General for National Patrol. 9th would be COP David Ampabening, also due to retire this year. He's the Director General of Special Duties. 10th would be COP Maxwell Sakipasgo. I hope I've said that right. Maxwell Sakipasgo at Tingani, who is retiring this year as well. He's a commandant at the Staff and Command College at Winneba. Then the final one in line would be COP Ken Yeboah, Director General of Administration. Those are the 10 senior-most police officers who the president could choose from to fill that slot.
And I must add that this is what we got from our sources, Kojo, so we are clear on that. But I've got retired Commissioner of Police Bright Odro on the line, you know, just to help us. He's been with this service for a long time, and obviously to share some thoughts and, if need be, clarify some issues for us. Thank you so much, sir, for your time this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to have you. Now, let's start from the very basic level. What are the requirements for one to become an IGP?
Okay, good morning to your listeners. Requirement. Maybe in terms of rank, I would say if you're a deputy commissioner and above, you can be picked or chosen as the IGP. I think it has happened before. Nano Usunsian was deputy commissioner when he was appointed ahead of commissioners to become IGP in 2005. And then Mr. Kofi, J.Y.A. Kofi was also deputy commissioner when he was also made the IGP ahead of some few commissioners. So from deputy commissioner and above can be chosen as IGP depending on the person's maybe experience, expertise, skill, knowledge, and so on. These days we have quite a number of commissioners, and so I think it would be appropriate maybe to pick one of them as the IGP.
Sure. Now, my colleague Kojo Yankson just shared a list with us. We got that from some sources within the police service on the 10 people who are likely to be IGP, and it's in order of seniority. We have more COPs than this list, you know, spells out. So we have more than 10 COPs. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it possible that we could pick, or the president could appoint someone out of this list of 10 most senior police officers likely to be IGPs?
I have my doubts because, as I said earlier, there were deputy commissioners who were picked over and above commissioners to be IGP in some time past. Then we had fewer commissioners. But these days we have a number of commissioners. If my mind serves me right, I think we have over 12 commissioners or 13 commissioners as of now. And so if we have so many commissioners, maybe I will not see the reason why a deputy commissioner should choose him as IGP over and above commissioners. Where would we put all these commissioners? So I think it would be appropriate and right for a commissioner rather to be made IGP. We also have a deputy IGP who is in the person of Mr. Pombonuba. I don't know, he has retired and he's had an extended service, so I don't know whether he would also be considered. But we have about 12 or 13 commissioners who are still serving and who have some years on their side. So it will be better for one of them to be chosen or picked by the appointing authority.
Is there a specific time someone should have served as COP or DCOP before they made IGP?
I don't think that is relevant enough. Once the person has risen up to the rank of commissioner, I think he seemed to be an experienced officer who can be chosen to become the IGP. It all depends on the appointing authority who he wants to be the IGP. You don't need to serve a stipulated number of years before being chosen as IGP. Once you are commissioner, you have risen through the ranks, and you are at the apex. If there is no deputy IGP, you are at the top of the ranks, and therefore, any one of them who the appointing authority thinks fit can be appointed. But I want to look at it from this way. An IGP should be somebody who should be seen to be very firm but fair, a listening IGP who is operational minded, who has experience in policing issues, and who can restore the confidence that the public has in the police. For some time now, we have all been witnesses to a lot of unethical behaviors from some of our officers. Some have been found in robberies. We have had a number of extortions on our routes. There should be the IGP who should be able to stamp his authority and make sure that at least the confidence that the public has right. Because for these days, you see, we have so many problems. The police has a lot of problems about the way the officers behave.
Now, just is it possible, we know that the IGP's contract has been extended by some 2 years, but what are his chances of having another extension?
Well, I think he's had already 2 years of extension, and already people are making so much noise about his continued stay in office. And there are younger officers who are also there. I will mention about 10 or so commissioners. I think someone can be picked to replace him, and then so that he can also have his rest. Because it's huge, the IGP position comes with a lot of responsibility. And younger officers are there, as I said. Some have 4 or 5 more years to serve. And we need to inject some sort of maybe discipline somehow in the service. So for me, I think somebody should also take over. This has done his part. Somebody should take over. All these commissioners are there. Somebody should take over and also bring his experience to bear on police.
COP, retired. Let me just ask you this. It may be speculative, but I would just like to have your thoughts on this. In the list my colleague shared, the 10 people who are likely to succeed the IGP in order of seniority, there's one woman there. She is COP Beatrice Zakpa Vipsanziri. Then we have another COP who is Mami Tiwa Adodankwa, even though she doesn't fall in the list of the 10 people in order of seniority who could be IGP. Would you want, do you think it's time maybe we should give a woman a chance as IGP?
Well, the IGP, I think in the police service, we haven't had a situation where we have a woman heading the police service. And I think the same thing has applied also to the military. I said the police job is a very sensitive one. And it comes with a lot of responsibility. Pressure. So for now, I think it is not time for a woman to head the police service at the time. With all the challenges that we all see, whether the woman will be able to stand up to too much pressure. Maybe it's not time. Let's. Hello?
I'm listening to you, COP retired.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, COP.
Yeah, I'm saying that maybe it is not time for a woman to be. But I think in the choice of the IG, there are some retired IGPs who are there. At least we have Mr. Kudalo, we have Mr. Lassa, we have Mr. Champon, we have Nana Usu, and we also have Mr. Usu Kukuya. I think they can be consulted.
Okay, all right.
Of IG.
Okay, thank you very much. But I'm sure we will continue this conversation later, especially on your reasons for which a woman cannot be an IGP now. There is more to explore on that angle.